Y'all, infidels. If it wasn't for the Bronx, this Hamin shit probably wouldn't be going on. So as we go uptown, baby, Big Ray, baby, Bow Wow, baby, we're back, baby. It's the Impact Attack, baby. Hacker Hamin and Big Ray on the scene, ready to tear things down here at hackerhamin.podbean.com. Ben Hamin YouTube channel, live and direct. Y'all. Yeah, man. What's good? What's good with you, Big Ray? A little old school for you this morning.
Little what?
Old school, man. I actually
Up.
Plaza, and he's trying to hook us up. We might have Lord Jamar on the Conspiracy Horseman, bro.
Shut the hell up.
So, yeah, baby. Yes, baby. Man.
Ben, you are frozen. If you can hear me, you're frozen, and you're all computerized.
Any better, Ray? No. Check.
Ben?
Yes. Yo.
Hello?
Yeah, you see me hearing? Look. Check. I don't know, bro. Connections on Wi-Fi, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you understand what Ben Hamin is saying, I don't.
Check.
I guess I'm live. I guess how you doing?
There, that is better. Yes.
All right, so we could start this over, I guess. I know we're live and shit, but
yeah, man, it's all good. We're back. I don't know if you heard me. I said El Plaja was working on getting Lord Jamar for us for Conspiracy Horseman, and yeah, I don't know what's up with Wi-Fi's and all that kind of shit. Everything all over America is fucked right now because their infrastructure is crumbling. So, that shit goes on.
Are you talking about Lord Tariq and Peter Guns?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lord Tariq and Peter Guns. I'm thinking Lord Jamar, so I just had Lords in my mind. But Lord,
because
fucking phenomenal.
I was like, I thought you were gonna have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar at first because everything was all gimmicky. I was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers gonna have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in the show. That's awesome.
Yeah, but Lord Jamar, an excellent MC.
Uptown baby. We from the Bronx, baby. That video pissed me off.
Yeah, why?
I would like you to ask him, because I know they're Yankee fans. And if you watch the video, they're wearing Yankee gear, Uptown, baby, and they're in fucking Shea Stadium.
Well, you got it. When you're an up and coming hip hop act, you only got you can go to Yankee Stadium for $20,000. You can go to Shea Stadium for $2 and probably walk on if you rake the field or something.
I got to tell you, man, I absolutely hate Shea Stadium. That was one of the worst ballparks in Major League Baseball. I hate shitty field as it is now. It is just a cheap replica of Ebbets Field. I hate the Mets.
I'm Cubs, so Wrigley is my field. So I mean, compared how is Wrigley? It's old as frig, and you'd probably hate it because if you go to the South Side for the Subway Series and you go see what the White Sox have, where they have every kind of beer, the food's 10 times better. They keep it old style beer. They keep it just hot dogs and a couple things, and it's uncomfortable and it's old, but it's Wrigley, bro. So you do it.
I'll tell you, Matt. Wrigley Field. They probably still have a trough and shit, right?
Oh yeah.
Everybody know what a trough out there is, huh?
That's not nearly as bad as the one in Buffalo Bills Stadium, bro. That's the worst piss trough I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, they really have one?
Oh, dude. There's a video of like
love piss troughs
of overflowing, and some drunk Bills fan, like the floor's covered in piss, like it all overflowed, and their guys are screaming. Hot. and he fucking dives and does a fucking Pete Rose dive across the piss floor. Oh, wasted. Oh, it's so bad.
Wonderful. You know, I was watching a documentary yesterday, a wrestling documentary. I hardly ever do that.
Oh, yeah?
You ever seen that documentary, Wrestling with Independence, or this one?
Wrestling with Independence. I don't think I have seen that.
Dude, watch this shit.
Okay.
It's shot around 2017, 2016.
Am I in it?
No, you're not. But there's a girl from OVW, and I took a screenshot. And I wanted to ask you if you knew who she was. Were you there around 2016?
No, I was long gone. I was in 2CW. I was in 2CW to 2015, and then I was on the Indies, probably working Rochester, Chicago, and Canada 2017.
Okay, so this documentary is cool because you see Sammy Guevara when he is legit, like, humble, and he still loves the business.
I think all that work, bro.
Okay, then you also what the Sammy Guevara shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then you see what's this guy, Keith Lee, and the funny thing is,
yeah,
he actually spoke like this back in the Indies when he was being interviewed on this show. He spoke like this, much like this, about the passion, the love. It's interesting.
And then he needs help, bro. He needs an acting coach.
The best part of this was I saw Tessa Blanchard, right? Speaking of Tessa Blanchard, we're about to jump into the 3 count. Tessa Blanchard putting the ring together, being so happy just to be there. Very interesting, man. Like I think you
a daughter of a major worker, so she might also know if the camera's on that she's grabbing boards and doing
that. Right. That's what I was thinking, dude, because she looks so happy to be putting that ring together. I'm like,
yeah.
Let's go to the 3 count, Ben.
Yeah, man.
This is your Impact Attack 3 count. The 3 biggest pro wrestling or world news stories of the day. Now, back to Ben Hamin and Big Ray.
Ray, I gotta say, Ray, today's 3 count brought to you by the Roadcaster Pro. Look at that box right there, full of brand new Roadcasters. Let's make the announcement, man. I gotta put it over later. My man Jason, we'll give him a little sneak preview, Ray. Ray, we got 2 of them in here, man. Got to get shipped out today or tomorrow. But going to MSG and the original OG Big Ray here, man, for all the years of loyalty and dedication, hard work, production, hosting. Not that everybody else isn't appreciated on HMG staff, but I know you're going to do great things with it. I want to say thank you to Jason from Road. I want to say thank you to Stevie Richards for helping us get that relationship set up, and I hope this blossoms into something incredibly creative together. I mean, you guys know I got the Roadcaster. Look at it all lit up. Ain't it sexy, Ray, when it's all lit?
Holy shit, dude!
It is fucking
no bread, no water, just meat.
And then you just go up here and
that's all he wants.
You touch this.
That's all he needs.
And then you go right there. Japanese. And you load it all up. Oh, it's
ding dong.
Oh.
Ding dong. Ding dong.
So is it by
ding dong. Ding dong.
Oh, will you fucking stop?
Okay.
So is it by color or like?
Yeah, it lights up. Yeah, they're like on the board. They're all colorized, and then on the software on your computer, you just load them on there, and then it's got them all.
Oh, I see the tribal chief. Right. Oh, that's so fucking cool, dude.
And you can record to it. I haven't even tried that function yet, to be honest with you. So there's so much, bro. But appreciate Jason and appreciate Road. I'm telling you what, you guys, for the price of this piece of equipment, and this isn't me blowing smoke because we got, sponsored by them to do this. and them sending us gear for the $600 it costs for a Rodecaster. I've seen equipment change over the last 3 years. I've seen the inception of CD burners and DVD burners, the whole nine, right? This thing is easily worth $6,000 in my opinion. Yeah. Like you could slap an extra zero on the end of it. The price is unbelievable. If you are serious about getting into podcasting or production and you need a piece of equipment that's light, portable, super powerful, 4 to 8 channels, you can take calls on it, hook USB up to it. It's unbelievable.
Whoa! You can take calls on this shit. Like I'm shooting right now. I didn't like. All right. So first and foremost,
so the phone's hooked up to it. So that little blue light there is Bluetooth. Right. So if we were to call anybody, like when Rip calls or when Vince calls me on the phone, they're already patched right into the board. So I just take the call or I let them know that they're on the air or something. But if you have a way you can't call or you can't teleconference and you just need voice, now you can talk to them through your board, through the mic, the phone call in your hair, and you're good to go, bro.
Yo, dude, I'm bugging out right now. By the way, you know, this is not just something that, like you said, that we're just putting over because like guys like Billy Ray Valentine have had for a while, and he lives and loves it. You know what I'm saying?
Phenomenal. It's a phenomenal piece of equipment, bro. So we're excited. We're going to do reviews on it. Stevie and myself, Vince Russo, Ray, Billy Ray, and MSG, man. And hopefully we can really get this relationship going. But I know the art that's going to be created with these is going to be epic, and you really can't put a price on it. So, you know, we're Team Rodecaster. You're going to hear those words over and over again the next 6 months. There's no doubt about it. But congrats, Ray. You and thank you very much.
If I stood up right now, I'd knock over the computer, if you know what I mean. I'm really freaking excited. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, around this time of year, I said last week, if I sound like a Muppet, because I always wake up congested this time of year. So it is what it is. Yo, dude, you know who's waking up pretty congested? Probably with a headache.
Who's that, pal?
Teddy Hart.
Oh, man.
Dude. What the fuck? What is wrong with this fucking dude, bro? Seriously. Like, he just can't stay out of jail. There's a Twitter account, okay? And the Twitter account, if you just type in on Twitter, is Teddy Hart in jail. That's the whole Twitter account. It lets you know when he's in jail. They're reporting that he's in prison again, Ben. I mean, it seems like he has something to say about it.
Very sad, you know. My interactions with him for the week that we hung out and smizzed or whatever, and he was at OVW with Harry and Natty, and I mean, the guy walks around living the gimmick with glitter in his hair and pajamas. We've seen multiple strange, like, you know, videos from him and his ex or whatever. You can tell they're all on gimmicks. You know, the guy's there's 3 types of people in this business. You know, queers, carnies, and drug addicts. And queers doesn't always mean that. That means to me some weird sexual perversion.
Yeah. Right.
You know, and he's definitely an addict, and he's definitely a carny, and then he also has some strange perversions. So he's a triple threat, and when that's the perfect combination of danger, when you've got a guy who, by all rights, should have been a superstar.
Yeah, man, got
himself blackballed. It would have been the leading leg. He's like the Shawn Michaels of the Hart family. You know what I mean? Like that's what he would have been, bro.
Yeah, he's that good.
Mm-hmm. And that flamboyant and that, you know, great on a promo. But with all genius, there's madness. You know, if you go one way, the pendulum swings back the other, and that usually raises his addiction. He's a liar because, you know, he wants to espouse all this philosophy and yada, yada, yada. But then his actions are the exact opposite of what that enlightenment is supposed to be. So to me, I judge a man by his actions, not just what he's saying all the time. And when it comes down to it, what he can cut the promo and be charismatic and talk his way out of it, that just ends up being like a little teenager to me, bro. And those days are gone. It's time to grow up and be a man. Those days were gone a decade ago when this shit was going on, you know.
Dude, he was on MTV when MTV was still a thing on Wrestling Society X.
Yep. bro. And yeah, Jack
about
Evans, they were great. Dude, they were great. He's a great performer, but a great human being. I think he's got a lot of work to do to grow up and be himself. But unfortunately, these stories usually don't go like that. Usually, when he's probably a fourth or fifth time rehabber now, and he's never going to be over in wrestling. Khan won't hire him. Impact probably won't, and WWE won't. So now, what are you? You're a guy who dresses in pajamas and puts glitter in his hair, who's got a legacy, who never really made it, who goes, people are just waiting to see how you fuck up next. Well, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, and he doesn't. And now it's going to be more and more sad as he gets older. It's not cute anymore. You know what I mean? So I don't see this ending well, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something. Somebody like that, and I'm speaking from experience. I've spoken on multiple occasions about my brother's battles with drug addiction. I think he just needs to, it sounds crazy to say, but he needs to get the hell away from wrestling, if that's possible.
No way, bro, he's born into it. There is no get away from it. What's
Well,
move to Alaska and work in the fucking oil derrick or something, bro? Like,
no, dude. I mean, rehab again, if you can. try to beat this beast and maybe become that counselor, become that person to help people get past. I could see him, being a motivational speaker.
Yeah, but dude, I got to stop you.
I know.
That's all a work. That's all him cashing in on his behavior to then turn around, talk to 200-300 people, and then find somebody who's a good brother and, hey, dude, can you give me an 8? Can you give me fucking da 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 da? Right after getting off stage of talking to some elementary schoolers about don't do this or that. So that's what I'm saying. Of like, no, there is no spotlight to like. He came back and he made it, and he's doing the Mark Merrow run, and like that's all bullshit to me. Yeah, I agree, away from the business, but he's in it. He's born into it. There is no away from it, bro.
That's somebody I wouldn't mind maybe getting a hold of him, maybe a Mark Merrow or a Sting or a Nikita Koloff. Somebody that really reach out to him. Like if these guys really care, Ted DiBiase. Maybe he needs, sometimes some certain people.
There's another one, bro. Like, okay, the guy wants to open a wrestling school now, and he was all born again, $1 million man. Me and his kid. I might be going bing, bing, bing. Am I froze or no?
Yeah. No, you came back.
Okay. I just see it gave me like a low Wi-Fi signal. Like that's the same exact worker bullshit, bro. Like I was a worker and a scumbag and a drug addict who did a lot of coke and fucked hoes around on my wife in the 80s. I got over, me because I'm a name fucking recognition.
Who we talking about? Pick
one. Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. I'm talking about $1 Million Man. But fucking then goes and does the whole evangelical reborn again to tap into that, which is nothing more than what Alex Jones is doing to work that mark, level of all the mega churches. And then they get caught stealing from a charity that was money earmarked for the poorest people in the state. They stole millions from.
Fucking shame.
Now, I'm supposed to believe that you're a moral and ethical person that I need to take advice from to be inspired. Dude, it's all a total sham and shill with these guys. And I'm not saying bad about Mark Merrow because I don't know, but I know about Shawn and I know what he did and I know who he still is. And that to me is all bullshit at the end of the day, bro. So I don't want to see him in that. I don't want to give him no shakes that way. A guy like that is probably going to get back out. Then he'll really have nothing. And then he'll do something stupid that either takes his life, somebody else's, or else he'll be in jail for 5 to 10 years off of doing some dumb shit. That's because the reality is of it all is he knows he was his own worst enemy and that he fucked himself out of the business and that it can never happen. That door is closed. Now, what if you were supposed to be the fucking next generation Messiah and you fucked it all up? Now he's got to live with that story in any era, Shakespearean, fucking medieval, doesn't end with a happy ending of like, and then he moved to a small cottage and lived out the rest of his days happy.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
bro.
Listen, man, he is and you know, I see a guy like Tony Khan going right down this path. I'm dead serious.
Yeah, but he's got money upon money. He have to work again, bro. Teddy Hart doesn't have the money to pay rent next month.
That's the difference. See, that's the difference. Where you know, you ever see those
Let's not compare the talent of what Teddy Hart really has, the legacy to Tony Khan. Tony Khan has zero talent when it comes to almost everything.
Well, I don't know about that. This week he cut one hell of a promo. I couldn't say that with a straight face.
Well, he does. You know where he has talent is analytics. His mind and how whatever part of the spectrum he's on is suited to that. You know what I mean? And it's suited to childhood wonderment. So he has those two things going for him. I don't want to just constantly bash on him because that's an easy thing to do. And he's in it with Conan right now too. And I don't need to come in hot and be like, oh, he's this. Everybody's just a fucking human, and this is a phony business. And sometimes I can get way too out of hand with it.
You know, Ben, I was going to talk as a story number two. Jump into story number two. I was going to talk about Tessa Blanchard being a racist, but we already know that. So I wanted to skip that. I wanted to spend a little time talking about.
She could kind of be the Teddy Hart of the women's side, of a disappointment who should have been handed it all, who thought they were owed it all, and fucking burn bridges everywhere they go because of their shitty attitude and work ethic when it's exposed.
She is a huge waste of talent. She's got it all, from looks to in-ring.
Let's not say looks.
Well, I mean, she looks like her dad, but I mean, she's not an ugly chick.
Yeah, dude, she's not ugly, but her face is pretty masculine. She's not winning no beauty contests.
She reminds me of China, like when China, first came up.
Look at China and go, wow, what a stunning beauty.
Oh, she's dead, Ben.
Yeah,
stop. Well, anyway.
About me, I'm not going to go, boy, I'm the handsomest guy in the room, everybody.
Well, you know what? All right. But you kind of are.
Well, that's because I have confidence.
No, you're not a bad looking dude, not to be weird or anything.
This fucking thing on my face, I'm not.
Yeah, but well, anyway, whatever. It is what it is. You have dreamy eyes. I always say that. But listen, fuck her. I don't want to talk about her. I do want to talk about somebody. So Bad Bunny is the 24/7 champion.
Yes. Oh, great.
24/7 champion. This has opened the shitty rappers floodgates.
24 people in the chat room right now live too.
What's going on, guys? What's going on? If you guys want to leave them, I just want to talk about this whole situation where now we have Rikishi. God bless him. He's training little Bow Wow. Little Bow Wow. I googled Little Bow Wow, and he's 5'7", probably about 130 pounds. This guy wants to be a WWE. He's quote unquote cutting promos on Twitter, dude. And the thing is that these wrestlers, like T-Bar or all these other guys, are actually selling for him, which is making me think this is a work. Like I think he's already been signed to WWE. I think he's being trained by Rikishi. This is a shoot, and we'll see him at WrestleMania, probably against Bad Bunny. This is so fucking stupid.
Well, you'll see him in a 6-man or an 8-man with Bad Bunny.
Oh God,
they can't be trusted to be by themselves and work.
I don't listen. I'm not that guy that is going to shit on somebody for living out their dream. Cool, man. If that's what you want to do, if you have listen, I'll be honest with you, Ben. You don't think that if I could get on WrestleMania, doing an interview spot, being a referee or a manager or taking a bump in the ring, if I had that one chance, you don't think as a fan I wouldn't want to do that? Hell fucking yeah.
Sure.
But you put a guy like Bad Bunny. And by the way, how the ratings doing in Raw with Bad Bunny?
I didn't see what they went down for sure, but here's where Mike Roche's got it. hand Bad Bunny and Bow Wow over the rip. You wanna get these guys over. It's not revamping NXT to teach them how to take flatbacks on the fucking mattress ring that they got there. They're gonna need to do that, and you want to protect them and do headgear, all that kind of stuff. Sure, but and I'm not trying to take you down. I don't know, maybe it's just today because usually I get fired up. But I'm trying to be less invoked emotionally by this, but in talk business side. Little Bow Wow is going to maybe bring you 150,000 extra viewers that first week. After that, it's all over with.
One thing I'll say real quick, Little Bow Wow, I think more people will know who Little Bow Wow is than Bad Bunny.
Well, that's because he's a nostalgia act because he came out when he was 12 years old. During that time, a Little Romeo and whatnot. So for Generation X, we know him as a piece of wrestle crap history or hip hop crap history.
Sure.
Right? Like these little offshoot bullshit projects, same as Crisscross or whatever the frig. So
I think you want to jump.
Yeah. So the fact that he wants to live out his dream, and he's probably now 32, 33 maybe.
I'll look it up.
Yeah. Fine. And they got the Snoop connection and whatnot, but this is them being complete marks and foolish. Little Bunny or Bad Bunny didn't do a goddamn thing. In fact, he helped lose ratings and make them a rib. And then Little Bow Wow's so like nobody that in 2021 it's not going to make a goddamn bit of difference.
He's 33. He's 33. Oh, check this out. I wanted to break down. Oh, he's 33. You guys were talking about that.
And did you see the Andre Hogan match? It should have been. This is the 33rd year. Shaq was supposed to fight Cody on 3-3.
What's going on?
What do you mean? What's going on? It's all Freemason shit, dude. There's a pentagram on Raw this week. Like, it's pretty blatant what's going on in the indoctrination ceremonies. But here's the thing: Little Bow Wow's not going to draw a dime. He's not going to draw a rating.
Nope.
The people you need with him are already not there. He would have been all right if you would have put what's the other little dude who did the hip hop thing who got fired, who ran his mouth, who was with Lashley? Leo Rush. Leo Rush would have been the guy to put with them.
He was in that documentary too, by the way.
Okay.
You got to watch it. It's awesome. It's a good documentary.
Yeah, I'm only
really
producing 18 hours a day, so I got
to. You got a half an hour.
So here's the big problem.
You
got Method Man. Method Man, part of Wu-Tang Clan, world renowned. Little Bow Wow, Bad Bunny, no one gives a shit if they were on fire. They wouldn't piss on them to put them out. Like Method Man is working out three times a day. He could join the Hurt Business and be the third most jacked guy behind Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley.
What about Busta Rhymes? Look how big that is. And he's a big dude, bro.
And he's got a new album out. Now that's and Method Man's a huge WWE fan. Huge. Right. So the fact that they went with these two Sony Pepsi creations instead of world-renowned top name MCs who could get in there and you just got to teach them how to throw a phony ass punch and it's going to be believable. Now we've got to believe that people who look like 13-year-olds who are really 33 are going to be able to do some shit. And now because he wants to go back and forth on Twitter and they think it's cute. But NXT stars got a real gripe because now they're going to reallocate resources and time.
See, that's why I get upset.
To teaching these guys just how to be fundamentally rotten so they don't break their necks in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And now the products will suffer because of it and it won't draw a rating. And it's just going to have eyes on them to make it look like a wrestling school and that these guys are getting to live out their little WWE dream and everything looks phony as shit. So, and dude, Wu-Tang worldwide. You know I'm a Wu fanatic, obviously, but like, think about the draw you would actually get from everywhere, UK, Japan, don't matter, bro. It's Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang's a bigger label than WWE is at this point. So,
there was a game back in the early 2000s called Def Jam Vendetta.
Yeah.
That was, dude, if you guys out there in your early 20s or maybe early 30s or whatever, mid 20s, never played this game, go back. I think it's on a PS2 or PS1 or whatever. they had all these rappers at the time in a wrestling.
Smart, they'd redo it. Def Jam versus WWE. LL Cool J could be in it. Dude, LL Cool J's got 2 former world champion boxers in his fucking family lineage. One was from the slave fighting days, another in the 1920s, bro.
Wow, didn't know that.
Yeah, so there's tons of guys out there who are in their 50s who make these kids who are in their 20s and 30s look like the little video game playing pussies they are, who've never picked up a weight or know what it is to dedicate to, getting into the physical shape it takes to do this kind of shit, bro.
Yeah, man. It just gets me. I don't know. It gets me annoyed, dude. That the thing I love so much, and I do love it. I love wrestling, dude. If I didn't love wrestling, I wouldn't be doing this shit.
Redman Jack too,
dude. But this is what I'm saying, man. Like Redman, Snoop Dogg. Hey, he did the whole doggy splash.
50 Cent's always fucking jacked and ready to fight.
Could you imagine?
Yeah, could you imagine you come back a whole year of doing hip hop crossover in WWE, and it's really that, bro? Like those names we mentioned, a hip hop versus WWE Battle Royal or Royal Rumble next year, where every other guy is either a hip hop star or a wrestler, and they come out and they protect them. Sure, there's going to be some terrible moments, but because those guys are old now, but still, bro, it'll at least look real.
Could you imagine bringing a guy in like a real star, like Eminem, to be a manager? Just standing in the corner, grabbing somebody by the ankles when they're trying to do a spot.
When Snoop burned them. When Snoop burned them and went to AEW and did the worst frog splash of all time.
Dog splash.
The next thing they should have done, because there was heat in hip hop, but they don't know what's cool. How would Bruce or Vince know this? And they don't listen to their writers, obviously. That was Snoop and Eminem had beef, right? So, dude, if you wanted to do it and really take it to the next level, you would have gone and gotten Eminem to do the Royal Rumble opening or something and be the guy, not Bad Bunny. And then Eminem, who also boxes, you would have set him up for a spot to make him look good instead of how they set up Snoop.
Anyway, Ben,
nobody does anything right, bro.
But by the way, man, it just really annoys me, man. It's frustrating to see, like I said, the shit I love so much being watered down so badly. When I was a kid, I remember going to Madison Square Garden, and I was up there and watching Andre the Giant slowly walk out, and he was just so big and so much bigger than life. I remember going to an indie show for the first time. I was pretty young, and I'm like, wow, those dudes are so big. They look no name talents, but you could tell they had that it factor. They were bigger than life. And you got fucking Bow Wow, who's 5'7". My son Aiden
didn't mark out because of tweets. They got this job because of tweets, bro.
My kid is bigger than him. My kid.
Yeah.
He's 12. He's 12. Anyway. By the way, did you like that shoot on you guys? I am the HMGP television champion. How do you feel about that?
HMGP? The
Hamin Media Pick'em Challenge champion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm. Who knows? I might be cashing. Hey guys, if you're not part of the UFC Pick'em Challenge, this is fun. What Javed does, what JB does, man. With that Pick'em Challenge is so much fun. I am the Money in the Bank winner, so I have the TV title. Who knows? Maybe I'll cash in this week. Maybe I'll be double champion. Who knows? It's pretty fun. But Ben, I'm gonna jump into the third topic here before we jump into Impact Wrestling, and I need some advice from you. Okay, so I downloaded this gimmick here, and I'm gonna show you on the screen. Oh wait, my Face ID. All right, so this is Acorns.
Yeah.
And we're not getting paid for this. So
yeah, I want to reach out to them though. I'd like to have them sponsor us. We got the new investment group. There's no reason why we shouldn't.
So it says here. So last night I downloaded the gimmick, right? Mm-hmm. I got on, and so now when I start making purchases, it's going to automatically round up everything to the nearest dollar, right?
Well, here's mine. You invested $13.77 in the last 30 days. Roundups. I'm at $4 until my next $5 one. So once it hits there from the change that I probably will spend today, I'll have invested $18.77 in the last 30 days.
Now, here's the funny thing. So there's this page right here. I don't know if you can see this, Ben. If you can take a look at the screen right here, you see that page right there.
Yeah.
So I invested, like I clicked on the little gimmick here.
Yeah.
And these are all acorns. I have 29 acorns set up.
Okay.
Is that something that you have to do manually all the time, or is that just like a one-time?
I'm not even, to be honest with you, I haven't even used it at that level, to be honest, Ray. Like, what I do is just the roundups, bro. And
I'm doing the roundups, and I also have it set up to invest $5 a week for me.
I think that's great. And you can also choose. Like, do you want it in an aggressive account or whatever it is, you know what I mean, or moderate along those lines. I like it. People were shitting on Robinhood because of all the shit that went down with the pump and dumps, but dude, I'd rather have people doing this than playing Candy Crush on their fucking phone. You know what I mean?
So what do you suggest? Like, all right, so like it's breaking this down for me, right? Now, if I just stay the path that I'm staying right now by age, let's see, what's retirement age for me? 70, let's say 70, 73. If I just do this until the age of 73, this is counting inflation and everything, I'll have an extra $42,000 just to play around with.
Yeah.
If I live to 85, I'd have over $100,000, depending. Now, that'll probably increase as inflation grows.
This shows me at 82. As inflation supposedly on the same rate, you'd have $64,000, 200 saved.
No. At 82, I'd have 116,000.
Well, yeah, I don't have the $5 roundup gimmick. I just have the change going into it right now. You know what I mean?
So this is cool. And then, so now this is giving me other options here.
Mm-hmm.
So it says earn more money, and it shows me Grubhub, Apple.
Yeah, see, these are things where they give you kickbacks on the change, like they'll double it if you use their thing and you know that you're a Acorns user and it's tied that way. You know what I mean? So, Greg Mosier, appreciate the bits. He just sent me a picture of his new crypto card tied to Acorns. I mean, this is what. Yeah, one sec here. I don't want to. Sure, it doesn't have any numbers on it. Is all.
No. Hey, Greg, can you do me a favor? Can you turn that around so we can see the number so I can use it?
The number on that, please.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
But
I like free money.
Yeah, dude. This is where we're at with these cryptos now, bro. Like everything there is the paper folded money in your pocket has now been outfoxed.
So my question is, like, I click these gimmicks, right? And like, why did I have to do that if it's supposed to automatically round up my?
I'm not sure on 729 Acorns, pal. I'm not sure how that has worked or what have you. So maybe we can check that out in a little bit.
Yeah. So I like you said, dude. A lot of us, we spend time, or we waste time, playing these stupid games on our phones, and we're on YouTube all day, and we're fucking checking out. Instead of doing that, like, getting on this and just fucking fucking around with
dopamine hit. I mean, you don't want to lose money, but if you're doing this shit and doing your research and investing little here, moving that around there throughout the day, it's the same dopamine hit of using your phone. And then when you see your points go up or your money go up, that's why I'm calling it video game payments, bro, because that's all this shit really is. Because then if you want to clear out of that or Robinhood, you just dump it back into your bank account, which isn't real money anyway, until you go to the ATM and take it out. So it's all just moving around little video game numbers of how we outfox the system or what we put into it,
So now right now you have how much you have there, you said?
I'm just at about $730, I think, from rounding up change.
Okay. So now so let's say you wanted to take that money out. Could you do that?
Yeah, it's tied to your bank account, so you just remove it. They'll send you something for taxes, obviously, because you are investing in the stock market. But it might take a day to 3 days to move back over to your account.
Okay, that's pretty cool,
dude. I mean, it's awesome. I like that. I like it and I don't like it of how quickly you can start moving money around, and it might be better for some things, but those who want to play the game, like doggy coins way back down. But if you had gotten in and gotten out quick and you're playing it like that last week, you could have put an extra $100, $200 in your account just by keeping an eye on it, clocking it, moving it. That's what it is.
So Bitcoin, how much is a Bitcoin share?
51,000 right now. Oh, a share? I'm not sure. I think you can get them for 2,300. I'm not sure.
23 for one share.
I
think Ben's on his phone right now. I think he's taking a look at it because I'm starting to wonder, man. All this time we sit here and we spend our money and we do nothing to make it grow. And I like the fact that that we're now kind of getting into that market. Hamin Media.
Yeah.
I like who's running the Facebook page. That's the gimmick on Facebook.
I can't remember his first name. I'm not sure what it takes, but Bitcoin's way up right now too. So at 51,000. Ray, you gotta vamp for a minute. I gotta go get rid of some Broasters coffee. I'm hurting right here. I should have gone before we went.
All right, so I can jump into Impact Wrestling right now as we all right, very cool. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is Impact Wrestling 217-21. All right, so here's the deal. Coming off of the last pay-per-view, what was it? No Surrender or whatever. Dude, there were a lot of fucking things that happened during this pay-per-view that, was it a fun pay-per-view? Yes. I think it was a great pay-per-view. Did I like all the booking in the pay-per-view? No. And I'll ask Ben about this when we come back, but I wasn't a fan of the fact that, number one, no titles changed. So I wasn't really happy about that. Nevaeh and Gimmick Joanna didn't win the titles, which I thought was terrible. They didn't put the belt on Tommy Dreamer, which I think is a missed opportunity. Like, all these things happened during the pay-per-view, and I think it's terrible. And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, you know what's not terrible? Now that Ben's not here. This is what's not terrible. The Big Vito brand over at patreon.com, guys. Check it out. Seriously. It's fucking great, dude. Me and Vito and Noel have a lot of fucking fun, guys. I got to tell you something. I've been recording with Vito for now probably a little over a month. We're up to about 8-9 patrons, if I'm correct. And dude, we have so much fun every single week. You have so many shows like on this Patreon, dude. Like you have content like almost every single day, whether it's free content, whether it's paid content. I think the best value is a $5 gimmick. Check it out, guys. It's fantastic. We have interviews, really, really cool stuff as my Apple Watch goes off. But anyway, the pay-per-view was okay. I didn't get a chance to really watch it in depth. I was watching bits and pieces. I did read off of WrestleStink.com, so on and so forth. I am getting a phone call here, as you can see here, but I'm going to hang up on it. And again, the booking of the pay-per-view wasn't my favorite, but let's jump into the show really quickly, guys. And we kick off the show, and we have we have Juice Robinson and David Finlay. They're the headliners here, moving in, and we're welcomed by Access TV. Blah, 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 blah. So again, we have A, we have the K. They're good. Yeah, I have no fucking notes here, guys. I'm just going by the seat of my pants. We have the X Division Championship, TJP versus Josh Alexander. Now, this was a damn solid match. They had TJP go over here, and I understand why they're doing this moving forward because they're trying to set up some business. Hey, Ben, I was just talking about
loved it. It's so good.
I was just you don't know what I'm talking about. I was talking about the people
you're talking about Josh Alexander and TJP. It was fucking phenomenal.
Right, it was great, but I wanted to get your opinion really quickly. Do you agree or disagree that, again, I didn't really watch the entire pay-per-view, but I thought that was kind of I don't know, man. They missed so much.
They missed a lot, bro. They should have. You were right in the build, but then they did the wrong finish with Tommy and Rich. Like, Tommy should have gone over. They do the babyface handshake. Tommy's half crying on his 50th birthday week and fucking does the Tommy Dreamer arms out. Moose should have come out from under the ring and fucking killed him while he was like that in his beauty pose, and then beat the shit out of both of them and left them both laying, which he did. But Tommy should have been up, bro. That's the feel-good moment, not Rich going over.
No, I agree. Tommy should have won that title, man.
Yeah, they missed, bro. That was a huge. People were like, "Oh, I love the story they told." That's good, okay, but that's not the highest you could take them. You could have taken. You only took them to the 8th floor. You could have taken them to the 10th floor.
Ben, you took a dump already? That was quick.
No, I just had to take a leak.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, dude, when I got it, I'm an old man. When you gotta go, you gotta go. And the broasters hit you.
Yo, do you know how many times I've been recording, and I'll be staring in the camera, and I have the old gimmick bottle right there ready to go.
Ray's piss jug.
Yeah, I was also putting over Big Vito brand, dude. We have a lot of shit coming.
Put over Big Vito brand. Fucking great stuff with Vito and Noel. Loving seeing them and being able to enjoy Disney and all that kind of stuff. I'm very happy for them.
I was telling the people, and I swear I mean this. Like, we have so much fucking content on that fucking page. I've been to a lot of Patreon pages.
Slow down because it's about the marathon.
That's what she said. All right, so anyway, TJP versus Josh Alexander in a fucking stellar match, guys. But TJP does go over during this match. Ben, anything stick out in this match?
You're talking about the opening of Impact, right? Not the pay-per-view.
Not the pay-per-view. I'm talking about the opening.
I loved this match. I've watched TJP on the Indies. I watched him in WWE do this video game style, and now, and I firmly believe this. It is because of Tyson Dukes in Canada. Probably the best wrestler in Canada. Up there. Josh Alexander could be considered the best. That is doing on his YouTube channel specifically for wrestlers and training on getting back to fundamentals. Over Christmas, he put out over 60 videos, like leading up to Christmas, of how to do things the right way and getting rid of all this dive shit and get back to catch wrestling. And I'm seeing this in a lot of people's stuff. I send it to Serena. I send it, like, when I see something I like, I watch them all. And all top wrestlers that I came up with watch them too. I know they do, and they share them. And now you're starting to see it get sprinkled back into wrestling. This match and Serena's are two of the top matches that I see this stuff happening. I loved the body locks, going back to the abdominal stretches, octopus holds, and catching a hold and stretching a guy. In the middle, they did get like TJP's on the apron. He gives him the cross body through the ropes. I kind of like that even. But then TJP goes to his video game stuff and he doesn't get it. He gets cut off and they go back to the hold. Go back to the hold. That's what you want to do. That this wrestling, as Al Snow would say, is a competition for dominance over your opponent. So why are we doing shoot them off and duck this and all that stuff when the reality is we should be grabbing? If a guy gives you his back, you should be trying to get your hooks in and trying to get a choke on him. If it's straight up, you want to be shoulder to shoulder with a guy wrestling. You're not. That's a real wrestling match. All this stuff we've gotten to, sure, we can do spots, but they have to be done very sparingly. Let's get to the mat again and really start seeing hammer locks, headlocks, how to work it back and forth, how to get out of it, how to switch out. Interesting sit outs to get back and forth, gator rolls, all that kind of shit. That is what's coming back. And I this match exemplified it, and they really kicked ass in this first.
They sure did.
I loved it.
Now, the only complaint I have about this match wasn't
it's all Tyson Dukes too, bro. Not that Josh Alexander wasn't putting it out there, not that Rip didn't teach us a certain way.
Right.
Look him up on YouTube. Tyson, obviously. DUX, you guys.
Tyson. When you said Tyson Dukes at first, I think you were talking about the guy from Bloodsport.
This guy, he's a smaller, stockier guy, but he's built like the perfect wrestler you want because he's a guy you probably couldn't take off his feet easy.
Right.
He's had tons of WWE matches. He's been on Impact. He's worked everybody, dude. He's one of those guys who only the underground and indies know about him, and everybody respects him. He's like Ace Steel is cut from that same cloth. There's a couple guys. I'm not nearly the wrestler that either of those guys are, but I'm kind of in that class too on the creative side.
Okay, I will take your word for it. I've never heard of the guy before, but if you say he's over. He's over.
Great. Yeah, I worked a bunch of shows with him in Canada, man. He's A+.
Very cool, man. So guys, look out. What was it? Tyson Dukes, right?
Tyson Dukes, yeah. They all the videos kind of look the same. Like here's one on catch holds. Tyson Dukes, brawler versus artist, catching leg lock, sugar hold. You want to learn how to choke out your little fucking brother real quick? Everything from Scott Norton shoulder breaker, but this is Dukes. Like give him his props, man. Like this guy through the internet right now in the last 4 months is going to change wrestling.
Well, God bless him, man. I hope he does well. I wish him nothing but success. You know,
I'm looking forward to wrestling him if we go back to Canada.
Something that Teddy Hart could maybe learn from. Maybe, give back since.
Boy, wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something?
Do you think, with as much Teddy Hart knows, that could be
that's the thing. Teddy Hart probably knows as much as Tyson, but he doesn't have any of the chop wood, carry water mentality that Tyson Dukes has, bro. And I bet they came up together and trained together and know each other very, very well. But there's two types. Like you either got that work ethic or you don't, and you think it's handed to you.
And also his last name is Hart. So
yeah,
just like Tessa.
Not really. That's a gimmick.
I know. I know, but still. And also like Tessa Blanchard, she has that last name, so a lot of these people.
The reality is Tyson acts more like Brett than fucking, his own kin does. And Harry Smith's another guy, the exact opposite of that. Silent, works his ass off. Look at the shape he's in. Got himself a whole education in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in his time off away, and now could come back anywhere and be world champ night one. Right. Night one,
Speaking about wrestlers, again, back to that the documentary, Murder Hawk was on that one too, and this was during the time when he had that really bad sciatica in his back, and how he worked back from it, dude. I'm telling you, awesome. Who's Tyler
Turbo? He couldn't beat me. He's not too great. Actually, the best match I had in Canada so far was with Tyler Turbo. Tyler Turbo is a great wrestler. He was on Impact as well when they went up and we're doing the next gut check. And they had like Tony Gunn from OVW, the twins from OVW, and then they were up at Johnny Bravo's school up there. And Tyler Turbo was one of the guys who was in there. Absolutely a dude who should be signed to WWE or AEW or really Impact. Tyler Turbo could get over the most at Impact, and they could use him right now because he wouldn't cost a ton and he'll give you a superstar performance.
Dude, what was D'Lo Brown on the first few minutes of this?
Yeah, dude, he was hyped, but I gotta say, this is across the board too. And I don't know if this is COVID and running Skeleton Crew, because we heard 3 pay-per-views ago, like when on Impact and the sound was all effed up and Josh Matthews was getting hot about it, But dude, the mix here where they're trying to mix in crowd noise,
oh my god,
is like it's
terrible,
really bad, bro, real bad. I checked 2 different streams and it was bad. It was the bad mix on both. I was just, maybe I'm listening to somebody's bad stream, but no. And WWE is as bad, if not worse, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure what was up with D'Lo. Maybe the mix in his headphones wasn't right, or it was too much and he's just yelling and then the mix in the board isn't right. Because I don't think he was on something or anything like that.
No. I'm just saying.
It just sounded like somebody, like they hired some high schooler to do it, bro. Like,
dude, he sounded a little like what's this guy's name? I can't remember his name. He's do Home Shopping Network. He used to do play-by-play for TN. Don West. Mm-hmm. The McGuire rookie card. Yeah. Just yelling into oh my god, like he was doing his worst. Joey Ryan.
Maybe they told him they want that though.
I said Joey Ryan, not Joey Ryan. ECW, Joey Styles. Yeah. But
and what he's saying isn't bad by any means. It was the mix.
No, right. It was just weird, dude. It was like he was yelling and screaming, and like he was getting. Oh my god, he stepped in the ring. It's like some normal shit.
To me, it feels like what they told him they want him to be Daniel Cormier.
No,
like DC. Oh. DC on UFC is the same way. Like, oh man, did you see that, bro? Yeah. Like, that's the kind of energy I think they told him they want, and that's what he's trying to deliver on.
DC is fun to listen to. By the
I
way,
love DC on commentary. He pops the shit on me, bro.
he's really great. Tommy Dreamer goes backstage. He speaks to Scott D'Amore, and he gets stopped by Gia Miller, who is literally one of my favorites now. If you know what I mean.
Mean Gia. I like when he calls her that.
Bro, she's something.
She's working her ass off, bro.
Oh,
she was an indie wrestler. She got the spot to do this because maybe her skills weren't there, but she's really worked on becoming Bikini Babe hot, like really getting in shape, dude. So, like, this is a good, like, for her, screw it. I'll just be the hot backstage girl that was, who was the other one, the redhead they used to have back in WWE?
I don't remember. The one that they bought, the blonde, you mean?
No, she had a bunch of kids now, too.
She used to wrestle with the blue eyes, green eyes. I know
but
who you're talking
she was
about.
great, but Gia Miller's kind of the new her. So
I like her.
Yeah, dude, like a lot of great stuff. And Tommy putting her over with a nickname was just like good grandpa stuff. Christy Hemme, thank you, Frank. Christy Hemme was who I was thinking of.
Oh, I was thinking about somebody else, not Christy Hemme.
Christy Hemme's great too, bro.
Hey guys, if you remember that redhead that used to do the backstage interviews for TNA,
SoCal Val.
Yeah, SoCal Val, yeah. She was odd looking to me, but anyway, Gia Miller's
unique. I think SoCal Val's kind of got like that 19, like even 1800s look, even though she was hot and sexy. But her face is kind of like that porcelain like doll.
It was weird, but hey, so anyway, so Tommy Dreamer comes out of Scott D'Amore's office. He informs Miller that after Moose did what he did, he wants a piece of Moose tonight, which he would get in the main event of the evening tonight. Backstage, we have Brian Myers. He finds Hernandez. He says he's a man of his word. He gives half to Hernandez, before the match, half to Hernandez after the match, and he's going to be facing Matt Cardona today on this show. I am off my game today, Ben. I gotta be honest with you.
Hey man, this wasn't bad by any means. So Hernandez gets his payout. Hey, you got to put Brian Myers over. Brother pays out what he owes. I thought he was gonna try and heal on him for a little bit. So he gets his payoff from the one gimmick. He gets half up front for this match. So he already is in the money going into this match, even though he takes an L. But we get Fallah Bahh walking up on Hernandez with the bankroll, saying that, and these are the things I don't like right now, bro.
What's that?
I can be an investment for you. I can take that 20 and turn it into 40. And he gives him 10 to turn it into 20. Later, Fallah will go to this swingers casino thing again, and that's not working either, bro. So what was kind of a good scene with Brian Myers and Hernandez then turns into like, we don't have much, so we're going to go with this 8th grade play right now. And coming off a Wrestle House, how awesome that was to where we are now with the Wrestle Crap scenes, or People's Court to where we are now. These scenes are very, very lackluster, bro, when it comes to the comedy production and thought process put into them to get your comedy actors over in a scene together.
No, I get you, man. I don't disagree with you. What about this match that came up? Willie Mack versus Suicide versus Trey Miguel versus Daivari. Did you like this match? As of course, Trey Miguel, he is on a big push by the company right now, and he goes over here. What did you like about this match?
Trey Miguel to be established as their star that they're pushing. Matt Stryker doing a lot on commentary to help that story along, and to not put over Trey Miguel, but make him the face of their new era part of wrestling. You know what I mean? That's what they're going to do. So that was smart and good business by commentary to get it over. And the rest of these guys all look credible. Daivari it looks like you smash him in a chest with a cement cinder block. He would dust it off, dude.
Yeah, he's insane. He looks insane right now, bro.
Yeah. So Trey Miguel is the money right here, especially because we're going into another scene pretty soon with Ace Austin and TJP, where D'Amore's office, where he wants a title shot. But D'Amore once again outfoxes him and says, well, yeah, you did win that, but those guys right there just put on an awesome match, and maybe they got something to say. So we're going to do a shitty 6,
Right.
And then from there, the winners of the shitty six will then face each other in a triple threat. And then whoever wins that will get to face TJP. I think that was great booking too, bro. Like usually we put a shitty six together. It has no stakes except for like a tag team that hates each other and a singles feud that hates each other. And we're just going to get that little week, in WWE where it's, oh, we didn't have shit this week, so this will be the filler. No, this shitty six has stakes to get to a triple threat, to get to that. It's that simple. In one 90-second scene, they got it all. They got 3 weeks of TV, 4 weeks of TV laid out that I'm excited to kind of see, for next week. So I thought that was another brilliantly done thing. So it's so weird to me how we can have great business like that. And then the comedy scenes that we had this summer in Wrestle House that were phenomenal have gone away and really become the lowest point of the show, I unfortunately have to say.
But then they also continue to build business with Sami Callihan waiting for Trey Miguel backstage. And
Great stuff.
Building towards, more anticipation. Again, like you just said, I like the fact that, you're right. Usually, we have a 6-man tag team match next week. Usually it's just a spot fest, but
all filler, no killer.
But but now there's stakes to it.
Opportunity is stakes, right? We just have to lay out the roadmap going into it. So then we can get 2 separate locker room vignettes of Team A and Team B going back and forth. Even though they might not be on the same page, fuck that. We're gonna get this title shot or get this chance to get to the triple threat, and I'll whip your ass then. But tonight we're gonna be on the same page, boys. Let's do this. And now you're rooting for which one of those teams you want to see the triple threat from. You know what I mean? So like that to me is just good stuff, man. I got to pat him on the back for that.
Yep. Hernandez faces with Brian Myers in his corner faces Matt Cardona.
And it's not even that it's good stuff. It's just how things should be done. We've had shit for so long that when we finally get things just at the normal average level of telling the story, we're like, yeah, a shitty 6 that makes sense. We've just been in an abusive relation with bad wrestling for 2 decades, bro.
And Bad Bunny. Dude, I need to get more sleep. I did not sleep last night.
That could be the pressure and all that, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, it is what it is. Guys out there, gals out there, whoever the hell is listening, forgive me if I sound like I'm off. Like I said this morning, I am off. I'm not myself. All right. So Matt Cardona goes over in this match. And it wasn't about the match. It was about what happened after the match. So Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, is being interviewed by Gia Miller in the ring. And, he starts cutting a promo, and then Brian Myers comes back into the ring, which I like. Now, I like this. I like when Matt Cardona gets in the mic and he says, dude, what are you doing? Like, we're friends. Everybody knows we're friends. You know what I'm saying? We're on the internet. We're friends. We're cool. Like, what's going on with this when we're on TV? You're acting this way. Is this, So he called out the fact that, I think a week or two ago, we were talking about how we all know they're friends. We all know they do the toy shows together. So he brought that to light, So you ever had a friend or somebody that you knew that, when it's just you and that person, you're mad cool. But then when you're around a lot of people, that person acts like a dick or tries to show you up. That's this situation. That's what I think this is. And I like this. Okay. I want to know what you think.
I think we're soft soaping the Heat. Like, there's a lot more chance for Heat right here. We know they're friends, and now they're calling it out to do that, which is a caveat, instead of going, you know what, fuck that. I don't want to be friends with you anymore, dude. You're lame. And then what does he do? He goes home and buys a wood chipper, and you spend $400 on old shitty WWE toys no one's going to know from afar.
Right.
And you just start dropping them in the wood chipper and spitting out fucking old Big John stud chips or whatever the fuck it is. And that shows, like, to all the Mark boys at home who have cases upon cases of toys, like, for him to do that after being the toy guy, wouldn't that be way more heat, bro?
Yeah, it would. Oh, you know what even be so you're talking about having not Cardona, the other guy.
Yeah,
The
Brian Myers be like, "Fuck you, bro. I'm done with these childish ass things.
no.
You're a boy still. I got 2 kids. I'm a man." He goes, "Go hang out with your girlfriend and take bikini pictures some more, and then go home." The next vignette is him with the wood chipper pouring a big bucket of his fucking figures right into the wood chipper, bro.
Yeah, you could do that, or because these guys, I've seen some of the YouTube videos where they get like that one really important piece. I would have like not Cardona, what's it, Brian Myers, like do a YouTube show, right? Their regular YouTube show, and as the YouTube show is going off the air, stealing like one of the LJN black box black card figures, like those really rare Macho Man figures that are worth $15,000. Putting that in his jacket or whatever, and then on live TV have it, or something that
do it live. Yeah, sure. It goes
something that looks like it.
Though is like that and I understand what you were saying with the guy.
But then he has. I'm sorry, but then he has to destroy it on TV.
Oh yeah. Why not? Just get insurance on it.
No, not the real thing. No.
Would you look at how you're reacting? Look at how you're reacting.
No.
Right? That's what I want for my audience. It's worth it to destroy a $3 piece of plastic that people equate as 15. Macho Man will want you to do it.
No, he would not.
Yes, he absolutely would. I don't give a fuck about these Mark fucking boys. Go get the spot, brother. Like that's what it would be. So I see what you're saying about the guy who's trying to show his buddy up. But there's nowhere near the amount of heat in that as there is ending a friendship. And if these guys were serious about their business and not worrying about their toy stuff, which pays them probably more than wrestling, so I get it. But if they wanted to be like, fuck it, bro, this is how we could do it, make this real. If we really stop doing the toy thing for 6 months and then maybe he has to go back and start his whole collection over again to replace it. But he's really got them in the closet, so he just puts one a week back on the shelf of rebuilding his collection. You could work the whole thing, but it's what level of dedication are you going to apply to this shit? Instead of going, yeah, bro, you just treat me like this on TV, even though everybody knows we're friends. That's where you said, fuck you, bro. I don't want to be your friend anymore. And like, it's real. Okay.
I gotta tell you, I got a message from a friend last night.
Yeah.
And this is our boy Pete Paccio. He's over in the Hamin media discussion group. And he says, bro, I'm gonna read this verbatim, bro. You guys got to shit all over Khan's promo on Impact tonight. Okay. He's fucking completely sketched. He continues in saying the forbidden door is his asshole.
There's a lot of gay innuendo on this show, bro. There was with the Good Brothers too. Yeah,
it's asshole. I'm sorry, that's hilarious. It's true. It's true.
Well, yeah, they're doing it for that purpose. And promos, this was probably the one that was the most held together. But
yes, I said the same thing. He looked like he wasn't high or on coke.
I guess, bro. But was it still anything that makes me believe in AEW, want to watch AEW, want to watch Impact because of it? It makes Impact look less than. And now why is he doing it? Just to make himself into a on-screen character? What's the payoff? Where do you go with it? Like at the end of the day, the boys are looking at this going, Mark. They're not going, yeah, TK killed it over there, bro. Yeah. And they can put over New Japan and everything else they want. They brought in their big New Japan dude, Kenta. How'd that work out for them? Lost 104,000 viewers in 1 week. So they're delusional at what draws, what is going to get guys on top. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He got into it with Conan to try and put over something of, if I don't know, then you don't know, because I booked the Young Bucks and Omega's whole run in AAA, and that was one of your biggest drawing things. If I don't know, then you don't know. Well, Ray, do you know what the finish was on that AAA Young Bucks thing that they did?
No, I never watched it.
No, exactly. No.
Oh, yeah, there were a lot of super kicks, I'm sure.
Neither did anybody else watch it. So they're trying to swing dick on things that he has no legacy. The fact that it's been a year and he's on TV trying to get himself over is the real story of the downfall of AEW, bro.
You called it.
Look at how it went with Dixie, bro.
Ben,
Look
you
at how it
called
went
it.
with Dixie.
You called it. You called this like the minute this company opened up. I remember you said it. You said that the downfall of this company is going to be more or less, and I'm paraphrasing, but you said that Tony Khan was going to put himself on TV. You said that he was going to do all this dumb booking shit, that this is not going to be a company where people want an alternative. No, this is WWE. This is the same exact shit, only worse. With people who are less believable than what you see on WWE TV. My opinion. Now, with all that being said, something on this promo again kind of hit me. Schiavone, as you guys like to call him, Tony Schiavone was saying, "Hey, did you get any Valentine's Day gifts?" And Tony Khan says something very dark. If you think about it. Think about it, Ben.
He goes, like, "No, I didn't. I'm my own Valentine's Day gift."
Yeah, I give and I give and I give. So he's calling himself out. He knows what he is.
Yeah.
He knows he's a money mark.
And he knows that he doesn't have relationships with people that want to hold him up and say Happy Valentine's Day, whether it's male or female. He just doesn't have these social skills, bro.
Dude, it's cringe. It's cringe, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty much the equivalent of putting Brody's kid on the mic, dude. To be honest with you. Yeah, so real bad, a bad look. Doesn't make anybody. When you see Vince McMahon, you're like, yeah, and you're like, oh, this big power player. When you see this guy, it is always a fucking like, what did I just watch? Cringeworthy thing. But in his mind, he is killing it right now.
You know,
he is killing it in his mind.
They want to be Vince McMahon so bad. They want to be Eric Bischoff so bad. But Eric Bischoff was even believable as a black belt karate guy who called out Vince McMahon.
Bischoff was a hustler who sold for shit out of his car trunk and knew how to work his way in with the gift of gab. This is a child who's been given millions of dollars to do as thou wilt. There's a complete difference of becoming a self-made man, whether you're a snake oil salesman or not, as opposed to being, I'm going to be a snake oil salesman, but I've already got $1 million, $100 million liquidity, so I don't really need to sell anything. Because you won't know how to really hustle. You're just calling yourself that, but you don't have any of the foundation to be that, bro.
Yeah, man. So listen, again, I don't want to be that guy that shits on AEW because I shit on WWE just the same. But this is not good. What's happening on TV on AEW on a weekly basis, it's not good. I'm sorry, Ben. There's nothing that pulls me in. I've given this company like 5 or 6 chances in a year.
It's their own fault for stepping on their own business, restarting people, making sure people's friends and wives are getting on TV. It's just, when you're doing things that way, to a very niche audience that already talks a lot of shit online, you're just opening yourself up for failure, bro. Instead of going, we need to tell epic stories, we need to have epic big men, we need to have a hero's journey. He doesn't know how to tell any of that.
They're trying so hard, Ben, to be ECW back in the day.
No,
let me explain to you what I mean. Like, ECW was that thing that, oh shit, you watch WWE, you watch WCW, I watch ECW. That shit is awesome. That's the coolest shit. That's where the cool kids are. They're trying to be the cool kids, but they're a bunch of fucking 50-year-olds wearing their hats to the back, not being cool. It's not cool.
They're nerds, bro. They're not ECW or some dirtbag get pussy, do drugs, motherfucker.
Right.
These guys are some play video games, talk about anime, and go to fucking Taco Bell at 3 a.m. together, motherfuckers. with no chicks, no drinking, no none of that type of shit, bro. No, like this woke generation trying to be that is just that. They're playing that. They are cosplaying that, but they're doing it in a safe space way, which that's the exact opposite of what the 2300 arena was. Is a safe space. It's the most unsafe space there is to be. So and their fans are not there. Everything you see at ringside is paid indie wrestlers. And even when the fans were there going crazy, they weren't the 2CW level of ECW, in my opinion. And then, the fans in AEW don't take over a show like they would in ECW, bro, or have that kind of stuff. So they're just a fairy fart version of whatever they think they are, dude.
Let's move on. We have Havoc and Nevaeh,
Mm-hmm.
and this is different.
I was surprised by this.
I was that you see my reaction, because why are they humanizing? Why are they humanizing these two girls?
I don't know. That was a mistake. So Nevaeh is upset about taking 2 pinfalls. She feels like he's holding Havoc back and says maybe we need to split up and go our own separate ways. Havoc is the empathetic one. It's like, I got your back. But right before that, Tennille Dashwood and Caleb Connolly come out, and she tries to insert herself as Havoc's new tag partner, and the ice out. I mean, it was a good little scene, actually. Then we get to the challenge, and it's Nevaeh versus Tennille. Bro, I got to eat my words here. Tennille miss for like 6 weeks, whether it's promo, wrestling, goes out here against Nevaeh, and they fucking did great.
Yeah.
It was a good match. Behind the opener, this was the next best match on the card, to be honest with you.
Yeah, man. I don't disagree. We're jumping ahead, but we could stay on it.
I got to put Tennille over. I don't know why they're doing that with Havoc and Nevaeh. And the match was good. The finish was wrong.
Okay.
This should have been a good competitive match with Nevaeh going over and Havoc and her being like, okay, we're on the same page. So that little seed of doubt there, that this was mainly to get Havoc, or to get Nevaeh featured, and to have her go under was a weird thing to me, unless she was just on like a per performance basis, and they're like, we're not going to renew for the next round of contracts, and this is how they're writing her off TV. Because I don't know why she'd take the L here. Like, that didn't make sense to me.
Well, I think they're trying to build sympathy for her.
Why?
I don't know.
They're heel killers, yeah.
God, I really hope. You know what I'm seeing? I hope Tony Khan isn't writing shit for this company. You don't think this is some shit that Tony Khan's getting in the ear of Callis?
No way.
Oh boy, I don't know, Ben.
No, D'Amore wouldn't let that happen, bro. And neither of them are.
Are you sure? If he
AEW properties, that's
if
why.
If he hit D'Amore under the table and say, "Hey, let me write some of this shit. Let me ghostwrite some of this."
Yeah,
shit.
but no, I don't think so. He's got plenty of his own to worry about, bro. Between art and everything else, this is just like a choice that I'm not sure why yet. Next, but I was just trying to look at from like, maybe she's not going to be the next set of tapings. That's all I get.
I don't know. All right, so we got a match: Finn Juice Robinson and Finn Balor's kid.
I got to go back again. That wasn't the second best match. This is a fucking great match.
This was a great match, dude.
I want Man-Beast to watch this, because this is tag team wrestling, bro. The hot tag. And, I mean, we're fans of Reno Scum, and Juice has made himself, since leaving WWE, a couple different ways, and showing that on the promo he's great. Finley, this is one of my first times really seeing him.
Me too.
Dude, their tandem stuff, their timing, their sells, their setup. It was the hot tag. Everything I really enjoyed in this match, bro.
I love the callback, because one of my favorite tag team finishers was the Power and Glory spot, the superplex into the frog splash. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
They did
really good.
They did smoking gun spot. They just stole everybody's stuff and put it together in their own way, and get called out. And was Juice dressed as Mr. Hughes? Does he come out? Does he, like a with a ripped shirt version? Does he come out dressed as like homage to some old school wrestler every time or not? Because that would be not a bad gimmick.
I don't know. We have to ask Jargo about that. Listen, I don't watch Chinese, karate, Korean fight wrestling from Japan, but Jargo does. So that's the guy I might want to ask about that, because those two guys are over to me, man. I like them a lot.
it was a very well done match. Reno Scum looked good in their heats and cutoff, but they shine those guys on their debut perfectly. I probably would have bonused everybody in that match $150 if I was running that show based on how they got those guys over. But then Good Brothers come out to cut this promo.
Right.
This is Don Callis dog shit 101.
Go ahead, dude. Go at it real quick.
All these little and remember, brothers, we like to go have a few biz ears, but you can go to our website and get our new whiskey. So they show that. And like, we like hanging with the boys. Nobody likes being with boys more than the good Brit. And you see him trying to pop Juice by saying, the Good Brothers like boys, like these little gay innuendo things. And like, Juice is half popping, and then they do a little retort, but it's this rib on wrestling of talking the biz, shiz, briz. It's so jump the shark, bro. It's so not cool. It's so corny and stupid and leaving so much on the table stakes wise. And it's lazy. And anybody who's kind of doing it right now, I just roll my eyes at going, you look what you're doing when you could be doing Eddie Kingston. You could be doing Kingston level shit. And you want to fucking do this touch hole rib on the biz type brother bullshit, dude. It's corny as fuck. And they need to stop it. Callis needs to stop it. Omega needs to stop it. K100 needs to stop it. Like everybody, bro. It's holding back like everybody's performance to because they're scared to really show who they are, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
like
no doubt.
And shoot bang bang like I do or like Kingston does. Moxley kind of does it. Like that's the vein they should be in their own thing. I'm not saying they got to steal his cadence, but they got to find their own voice that way. No one gives a shit about the IWGP Grand Prix from 2012. Like if you're relying on that to like his credibility, you know what I would do? I'd be like, well, you want to make sure you get a good night's sleep. You don't drink too much of that whiskey, good brother, because you might end up cheating on your wife and having her write cheater all over your face and putting it on Instagram again.
I think they alluded to something like that.
Well, they said he pissed the bed. I think that was just a Good Brother story from when they got hammered in Japan. They're not talking about the fact that this guy's out on the road banging around on his wife and that she put him on blast that way. And all he does is, it was a misunderstanding, Good Briz, haha, and puts a rib out for it when he knows he's got his nuts in the vice. That's what we want to see on TV in the call out, not get over all the shiz cliz, Briz.
So if right now, if I had the Roadcaster, Ben, I have like right now I'm on the site, right? And they have like little video clips. If I click this little audio, they could hear and you could hear it, right?
What's that?
Like if I had a YouTube clip right now, I just wanted to go to YouTube and just play it.
Yeah, like right now, like the way it is with Bluetooth. So if I bring up my YouTube app, I can play anything right here. Yeah, or Twitter videos, whatever.
No, because so Impact, I really wanted to play this audio clip with but I can't do it here. But we go backstage. We go to the bar and we have Rohit Raju backstage with Mahabali Shira.
That's what you wanted to play?
Yeah, I wanted to play that because there was some stuff I liked about it, and I just wanted to see what I'm in for with the Roadcaster at the same time.
Is it on there? Is it on their YouTube?
It is on their YouTube. It's on the Impact Wrestling YouTube, if I'm correct. Let me see something here.
Are you talking about the promo I just was talking about? Or are you talking about him getting hit with the bottle?
Him getting hit with a bottle. I
don't see that.
You don't have it's fine. It's fine. Can you just play something? I just want to see how it sounds.
Sure.
And this is going to be fun. I'm excited.
Curling.
Here's a beer commercial.
Running or riding.
Unbelievable.
We hope everyone had a great Valentine's Day. The following.
I'm good with taxes like that. And it gives me a chance to promote AEW Dynamite to wrestling fans live tomorrow night on TNT. The Young Bucks will defend the World Tag Team Championship against...
That easy.
Oof. Anyway, so what did you think? What did you think about Rohit Raju blaming the Beast for his loss at the pay-per-view, and then they get into it with James Storm is a big dude, man, but my God.
Well, he got all gassed up for fucking his WWE tryout too, but like everybody is right now. Good on him. He looks great. But yeah, Mahal Shear is a fucking massive individual.
He's the Incredible Hulk. He's like a real Incredible Hulk. Like if I was, he's a Yeti.
Yeah, I don't know if I would have I don't know if I would have made these choices here. We just tied him and Shearer together. So to split them up means that next week they're going to face each other.
Well, they're not going to split them up because Mahabali, even though, James Storm hit Rohit with a beer bottle.
Yeah.
Mahabali did step up in front of him like, yo, that's still my boy,
So Rohit will continue on the abuse of him until Mahabali turns on and he'll have a big baby face.
Yeah, I guess. I really like these guys as a tag team. And I wanted to go back real quick. Reno Scum.
This seed of dissension I didn't like. I like them as a tag team. I would have rather have seen them drunk together with a tear in their beer. You know what I mean? I did it. No, bro. No, it was my fault. No, it wasn't you. I should have done. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
I just want to go back and say that Reno Scum is a fantastic tag team. I really like them. I always have.
I liked how they put over their 19-year pros, 16-year pros, trained by Mustafa, all that shit. It shows, dude. Those guys live that gimmick. They got to walk around like that. That means you're committed to this shit is commitment. It's not for fun. No. I'm sure he doesn't want to be walking around for fucking 10 years with a mohawk with leopard spots on his fucking head.
Why not?
For maybe after the pay-per-view debut, but weeks after it gets old, bro.
You don't see what I look like when I'm not on air. I walk around with leopard spots in my head.
Yeah,
it's fucking cool. It's over.
Frank's asking about Al Snow putting out them pics like 6-year-olds, 25-inch arms. Yeah, him and Dave Hero and Cal Hero, bro. You should check out if you're, if he'll add you or whatever. Maybe you can just follow him. But Al's been into Iron Sheik workouts probably for the last 6-7 years with the
gimmicks.
Yeah, with all the big bats and shit, dude. So he has them of every size and he knows all the workouts. That's why his core looks like Iron Sheik's right now, and his arms are fucking massive too, bro. And a little B12 never hurt nobody.
Speaking about Iron Sheik, I was watching. I watched the Young Rocky last night.
Yeah, a lot of people were telling me, it was interesting, but it's pretty much his play for the presidency right out of the gate.
You know what? I would love to hear you guys talk about that during the Horseman because
I'll watch it.
I liked it as a wrestling fan, and the cool thing is that Jen doesn't like wrestling, but she liked it because it's The Rock and it's adorable, and everything that he's talking about, I've read in his book, so it's pretty cool. I like you guys,
bro. I mean, I don't know what to think. The only way I can hate on him is because of how he was manipulated to turn his back and support Biden and her, and fucking when he really should have said, fuck you, I'm going over and getting Michelle Obama and then we're going to run. That would have been the move. But instead he's in the power play game. This show's going to make him hundreds of millions of dollars more, and he's going to become Americana. So when it's time for him to run for the presidency, it's a no-brainer. They just elect another celebrity because they elected a guy who was on, had his own other reality show. So why not another one?
The one thing I like about the show real quick, Ben, is they're using terms like, over, and they're using all the Carney terms that we use, or you guys use, and, we know. And the cool thing is Jen's like, what does that mean, over? And I have to explain to her what it means and how you could be over as a baby face or a bad. What's a baby face? And so we're having this conversation as we're watching the show. So guys, for your girlfriends and wives that do not, or boyfriends, whatever you're into, that don't like wrestling, check the show out, because this is Everybody Hates Chris.
For every asshole in America to now be talking Carney all the time. That's going to be fucking wonderful.
Yeah, this is Everybody Hates Chris on steroids, literally. Literally.
It's supposed to be like fresh off the boat, right?
It's like that, dude. It's great. I enjoyed the show. I think it was cute, if that makes sense. Anyway, we go back to Swinger's Palace, Johnny Swinger's Palace, Daddy, and Johnny introduces James Storm, Chris Sabin to the friend because they were drunk over there and they wanted to keep drinking. So Swinger brings them in, and Falaba has the $10 and loses it right away. So that's that.
Yep. It
All right.
just didn't work, man. Like in Motor City beer guns are in there and putting it over, and it's just like the more it was just uncomfortable, not shot well, no lighting, piece of shit sign on the wall they had made at Staples that afternoon. It just felt super shindy to me, bro. And everybody in that scene is capable of delivering an awesome comedic performance of their own if we really, really, put a little effort into it. But maybe they just don't have the producers to get all that stuff done right now. They got to be hemorrhaging money, bro.
Sure.
Like, no matter what Khan is probably giving them to stay afloat, they're definitely not making money right now.
I hear you. We're about to hit the main event, but before that, we had Susan. She is pissed off backstage. She's pissed off that Kimberly and Deonna Purrazzo did not win against ODB, Jazz, Jordan Grace, and Surrender. Anyway, Scott D'Amore does it again. Scott D'Amore plays that role where he loves the idea that Susan is upset. I respect what you have to say, Susan. I'm going to take it up a notch. And that's what he does. And that's fun. Scott D'Amore, again, one of the most underrated backstage authority figures in pro wrestling today. Fantastic.
He's the best authority figure in wrestling today, hands down.
He is, because he's the most realistic. Like he handles shit the way I've heard, you guys talk, how promoters handle shit. Am I wrong? I mean, is he right on the money with this shit?
He handles it better than most do, to be honest with you.
He's no Tony Khan, but
of turning everybody's bitching and politicking for themselves, either back on them if they're a heel as an opportunity, or if it's a babyface, he just has to sit down, and when they're appealing to him, he'll scumbag on them like he did with Heath. You know what I mean? So no,
been on TV.
His character pops the shit out of me, and every time now that he's in a situation like that, I'm excited to see how he's going to politic it.
Heath Slater, forgot about him.
Great.
Forgot about Heath Slater though.
Man. I don't know, bro. I mean, with that, sometimes hernias like that never heal.
Dude, he looked like Mahabali Shira the last picture I saw of him.
I mean, let's talk about you, dude. Yeah, everyone's on gas, bro. Like, why not call it out? How does Moose look right now?
Moose looks
insane. And how does Carlito look right now?
Oh, he must eat a lot of apples.
How about Braun? Insane. Mahabali, probably
insane.
Yeah, like, dude, like and then what happens? Cody and Heath, crazy jack. Cardona, crazy jacked out of nowhere. You leave WWE and you get more jacked. Is that how it usually works? No.
Sure.
So then what happens with Cody? Puts on 19 pounds of muscle mass in a month, and then in a match with Greenhorns, tears his rotator cuff. What happens with Heath Slater? Knows he needs to get over an Impact to stay viable, so hopefully Khan will give him a job. Tries to come in like a house of fire. When you put on that amount of muscle in that fast of a time, your ligaments don't grow. They don't get stronger. That's how you build muscle over a year, 2 years to even get close to that with crazy diet. When you put it on that much, it's stressed the rest of your body, and it's going to rip off the bone. Ask Kevin Nash, ask Vince McMahon, ask Triple H. And then Cody and Heath. Like, this isn't some fucking, I can't believe Hamin's putting this out there. These guys are on steroids. They do too much too fast.
What?
And then their muscle rips off the bone, and they're on the shelf for fucking a year, 3 months to a year.
It's the same thing as eating poorly, guys. If you eat a lot, you gain a lot of weight in a quick amount of time. You're gonna get back pain. You're gonna have knee pain. It's not gonna be like steroids, but shit, putting that weight on, your body's not prepared to support.
But
that.
I want my wrestlers to look like Superman, fucking superhumans too. So there's that. But then you need to know how to work.
Right.
Like, you can get hurt on anything, but you need to know how to work to minimize that chance of you tearing your pec, tearing your fucking bicep off. Like, if you're doing the same crazy shit that you were trying to do with another 20 pounds of muscle mass on you, it ain't going to go well. You are the one who's going to get hurt. And they apparently don't want to learn. They just, that was him. That won't happen to me. Okay.
Yeah, well,
All right. Good luck.
we'll see what happens moving forward, especially like with guys like Brian Cage. Oof, I don't know. Anyway,
Did Muscle get any of them over? Is Carlito on TV?
yeah.
Is he? I haven't
Or
seen him since Royal Rumble.
Was he on Raw like a week and a half ago?
He came, but now already gone. Like, so what does all that get you, bro? Character gets over.
Yeah.
Character is memorable. Character makes people want to tune in.
Yep. Hold on one second. Good. So we're jumping into the main event of the evening. We have Moose. I have to answer this text. We have Moose versus Tommy Dreamer. And look, I got to tell you something. Moose goes over clean. And for me, this was a good match. I like this match, and this is why. Number one, it was a hardcore match. Okay. Yeah. So is it believable that Tommy would last against his beast? Absolutely. Because Tommy Dreamer is not a small guy. Tommy Dreamer is a veteran. Tommy Dreamer knows how to use weapons. So, you know, he pushed Moose to its limits. But when shit hit the fan, Moose hulked up and Moose finished him off clean. And I thought this was a great way to book this match. What do you think? Let me answer this text.
Yeah, I think the match was good. I'm just still lamenting of the finish of No Surrender. You know, like imagine if Moose would have gone over and then even given Dreamer this match and beat him in his own hardcore match, Moose would look super dominant right now. You know what I mean? Or if Dreamer won the belt at No Surrender and put it on the line right here, and they dropped it even here in a hardcore match. It could have happened, you know, nobody watching, but probably more than No Surrender. So Moose, money just written all over him, just insane work ethic, the kind of guy you dream about having one, let alone if you got two of them on your roster, your day's made. And Dreamer is going to do great business for whoever he needs to be in there. He's done it for everybody. And this match was on time too. I got to say, in the last 3 months, this might have been my favorite Impact show wrestling wise, from TJP and Josh Alexander, from having to eat my words on Tennille Dashwood, doing a great job with Nevaeh. The follow up right after that with the debut of Finley and CJ there, right? And or Juice, whatever it is.
Juice Robinson.
Reno Scum being back, which I really enjoy. And then this match, dude. And even the four ways wasn't bad by any means, but if you're talking about match order, there was a lot of like, top that, brother. Okay, we will. And we'll do it in a simple way. And there was a lot of simple wrestling in this, and it really worked a lot better than the get your shit infested, you know?
And I'll tell you what, I'll take that shitty segment with the whole card playing thing as a little shitty filler, but we got a lot of good content, a lot of good wrestling, good storyline building. You know, Moose again is a mega star, dude. That this guy is
they got a lot of stars. The Major brothers are both can get over. Moose, Dreamer's great.
Yeah, man.
Sammy Callahan. We love Rohit Raju, especially with the backup of Mahabali. What they're putting on with what's his name from the Rascals, Trey Miguel, and like bringing him back and putting, you know, a little rocket on him as well. And then the heel of Ace Austin. They've got a lot of potential right there, more than almost every other Fed again. But who's watching, Ray? 150, 160,000.
Did you notice Kimberly is starting to change a little bit of how she's dressing? She's looks to be cleaning up a little bit. She did her hair this week.
I didn't really notice. I might
take a look at her. Take a look at her this week.
I hope so.
She looks a lot better.
I got to put heat on them, because going into that pay-per-view, we get a picture with Deonna Purrazzo on the back of Jordan Grace, smiling and being gal pals. The day before, they're supposed to be fighting in a tag match on Impact.
Yeah, you can't do that. Sorry,
you can't do it. Like from Jordan Grace, I'd expect nothing but, you know, social media findable offenses. But from Deonna, dude, she trained under Damian Adams. She made to NXT. She knows what the right Rip Rogers way is, and things like that make me just those sting me a little more because she's somebody I got respect for, who I know can wrestle. And when I see those things, it's like, she's been drawn into the wrestling bubble where they think this type of shit's okay. Instead of, I was hopeful that a girl like her is going to be the next gatekeeper to protect the business. They just blow it right out their ass, bro. And then that's being young. That's just being young and dumb.
Well, I got to tell you something. You know who I do respect a lot? I respect our patrons over at the Big Vito brand. Speaking of that, I'm going to put something over real quick, Ben, as we sign off here. So a big shout out to one of our patrons, Jay Baca, BACA. Jay dropped a nice subscription to the Big Vito brand. And because of that, not only because of that, but we do show a lot of appreciation. We're always messaging the people on our Patreon that give their hard-earned money to get our content. Speaking of content, dude, I mean, you get good morning videos, you get travel videos, like some free shit. You know what I'm saying? Just feel good shit.
Price for anything is free.
Every single morning, and then we have a plethora of shows every single, like almost every day, dude. You have something on this platform. But check this out. Jay Baca is going to be coming on MOB with us.
Great,
dude. Hey, he's a big supporter of the Big Vito brand. He's a big supporter of Hamin Media. He's a good guy, and we wanted to give something back. So Jay Baca is going to be on the Big Vito brand's MOB. We're going to be recording this, depending on when you're listening to this podcast, or watching this video. We're going to be recording this, and he'll also be on video with us. We're going to be recording it later tonight, and just big shout out, guys. If you're interested in helping support the Big Vito brand, head over to patreon.com/the Big Vito brand. Follow Big Vito on all social media, dude. That's another thing. If you are tired of going on social media and seeing depressing, annoying, angry people posting shit about shit that you're tired of hearing about, dude, it's fine. In all seriousness, check out the Big Vito brand, because everything is just so fucking nice and happy there. They're just, what are you looking at, Ben? What's going on?
Oh no, just getting hit up by Stevie.
Okay.
Dude, absolutely huge fan of Jay Baca, my favorite Wookiee over Chewbacca. Jay Baca is definitely my dude when it comes to bro.
It's Jay Bacala.
Oh, bacalao, salt cod. But yeah, we appreciate that diehard Patreon subscription, man, and I'm glad that he's getting a shine from Vito, and Vito doing great things, man. And again, that positivity, I love to see it, and I know you guys are having a kick-ass time, so I can't wait to see what you do when I get the Roadcaster to you here in the next week, and I know it's just going to increase the game across the board, Ray. So kicking ass all the way around, dude.
Yeah, and before we sign off, I just want people to understand this about what we do at Big Vito brand. Nothing that you see there is bullshit. Like, we are having fun. Vito is as nice and as fun and as funny as you fucking see him there. He's like that in real life. Noel is fantastic. We have a great time, and we genuinely really care. And we really reach out and communicate all the time with the people who support us on Patreon. And even if you can't support us on Patreon, spread the word. Financially, spread the word. That helps us out too, guys. And check out the shit on Twitch. Check out the stuff on YouTube. Check out the stuff on TikTok. Check out the stuff on Twitter. Check out the stuff on Instagram. Check out the stuff everywhere. Facebook. It's all over the place. Thank you so much. Follow me at Big Ray Hernandez on social media. Very easy to find, Ben. That's it.
Yeah, man, a great Impact Attack always brightens my Wednesday morning to hang and bang with my man Big Ray, dude. No doubt about it. Getting a lot of great messages from fans, even back in WrestleZone days. They said, I got a great email this week that I have to respond to, saying I've been listening since then, and you and Ray always stood out above the rest. So, I mean, there's been a lot of people here for 6 years been tuning into here. We got to say good, bad, ugly, and stupid otherwise, man. But we have a good time with it. So we do appreciate everybody, whether subscribing to the free side of the pay side, drinking Broasters coffee, Vince Russo, bro, official at thebrosters.com, or using that Zordos olive oil, man. to cook healthy as we push our limits using Stevie Richards Fitness together to healthy mind and healthy body, everybody. That's how we're doing it at Hamin Media Group 2021. Join us. There you go. He's just another sexy, badass guy. And I'm another bearded heel ready to tear it down, infidels, here at hackerhamin.podbean.com on the Impact Attack. Yalla.